Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Elmhurst Field on the campus of Elmhurst University for today's NCAA Men's Lacrosse Contest. Today's game features the visiting Bishops of Ohio Wesleyan University facing off against your Elmhurst University BlueJays. Before we begin today's contest, we ask you please stand if you're willing and able and face the flag next to the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem. Now, let's meet today's starters. First, for the visiting Bishops, a senior from Elmhurst, Illinois, number 5, Will Siegenthaler. A junior from Minnetonka, Minnesota, number 10, Luke Miller. In goal, a junior from Hilton, New York, number 14, Jason Mosher. A senior from Fishers, Indiana, number 17, Garrett Smith. A junior from Snoqualmie, Washington, number 23, Henry Ross. A junior from Pleasanton, California, number 25, Carson Pialho. A senior from Castle Pines, Colorado, number 33, Trey Weber. A junior from Devon, Pennsylvania, number 36, Wade Beckstrom. A sophomore from Salem, Oregon, number 42, Blake Altman. And a junior from Inverness, Illinois, number 54, Jaden Franzen. Head coach of the Bishops is Mike Plantold. And now, the starting lineup for your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. A senior from Snoqualmie, Washington, number 2, Eli Spence. A senior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, number 10, Tony Vasquez. A senior from Shoreline, Washington, number 11, Max Reidenauer. In goal, a senior from Dublin, Ohio, number 12, Andrew Lackinson. A senior from Bloomington, Minnesota, number 19, Josh Brandt. A junior from Snoqualmie, Washington, number 24, Gabe Henry. A junior from Munster, Indiana, number 25, Alec Castillo. A junior from Hilliard, Ohio, number 29, Fisher Sun. A junior from Saratoga Springs, Utah, number 43, Hunter Hernandez. And a freshman from Dublin, Ohio, number 55, Gus Mossman. Head coach of the Blue Jays in his 14th season is Mark Morrell. He's assisted by David Castaneda and Ethan Stepanek.
And with that, welcoming live from Langhorst Field, it is go time between a prolific Ohio Wesleyan program and an Elmhurst team that is looking to remain undefeated on this very season. Alongside our producer, Greg Rosel, here on Suncom TV. My name is Luke Jordan. More than a pleasure to be with you on this Tuesday afternoon as we're underway, and it's the long stick Gabe Henry with the ground ball in the opening faceoff. The Jays 3-0 at home this season, 5-0 overall. They started last season winning their first 10 games, trying to continue on that streak to open things up in the 2026 year here. Fisher's son will dump it off to Taylor. Second meeting between these two programs all time. Ohio Wesleyan will be moving from right to left on your screen in the red uniforms. Elmhurst in their mesh whites. Hoff eventually worked up for Charlie Ferry. Switches to the right hand. Ferry taking off his angle now. Hernandez. Hernandez bounces and scores, and once again in another home game, Hunter Hernandez opens the scoring. Has he been a gift returning to these Blue Jays?
Elmhurst goal for number 43,
Hat trick against
Hunter
Aurora in
Hernandez.
his return to the lineup, and that right there, his 10th point and his 4th appearance. Something that will be fun to watch today is this very face-off battle. Elmhurst won the opening one. Tony Vasquez and Noah Sitek, both All-American preseason selections or honorable mentions. And their percentages entering the scheme have been absolutely incredible. Sitek on the Wesleyan end, 68.2%. And Tony Vasquez, 69.7%. This one goes to Wesleyan. And now they'll get to finally settle in the offensive end for the first time. A 4-time NCAA runner-up, 9 Final Fours, but this season not going as planned, at least from the non-conference slate so far. 1-3 on the season. They have not won a game away from home. 0-1 in away games, 0-1 in neutral. Here's Henry Ross. They'll flip the field. Worked in deep at X. Carson Fialho tries one sharp angle and it goes wide. Will Siegenthaler will take it from the end zone. The York High School graduate will tie this game at 1. Playing in his backyard practically. The Elmhurst, Illinois native scores first for the Battling Bishops here in Elmhurst. One of the coolest storylines to watch in this game, now in his senior year at Wesleyan. But played his high school ball just down the street. He's now in his 4th year, spending it at Delaware, Ohio. Can't be fooled by this Battling Bishops team record. Might be 1-3, but they have played some really tough teams to open. And here they are with yet another team receiving votes in the USILA poll. Elmhurst is 4th outside of the top 25 in vote count, so they are technically 29th in the nation. As here's Wesleyan once again, full speed, and Laxinen gets a piece of that shot. Andrew Laxinen was the difference maker in a crucial comeback win against Oberlin this past Saturday. 16 saves on 22 shots, as Elmhurst, who trailed into the half, exploded in the fourth quarter and were able to grab their 5th win on 5 games this season. They're the one unbeaten team left in the entire CCIW. Even powerhouses like Carthage and Wesleyan have suffered losses on the season. And it's not to say that Elmhurst has not played a tough schedule. They beat number 19 Denison earlier on, their first ranked win in program history. Denison in the NCAC, so are these guys. Left-hand Siegenthaler out for Ross with a bottom right corner strike. Henry Ross with multiple goals in every game this season so far for the Battling Bishops, and he starts off on the right foot here.
Goal for number 23, Henry Ross.
Quite literally hits the right corner.
Assisted by number 5,
just another low bouncer. Such an offensive threat. 12th goal on the season for Henry Ross, who interestingly enough went to Mount C High School in Washington, the same high school that produced Eli Spence on the Elmhurst end, as well as Gabe Henry. And this one, Sitek, darting inside, wants the goal and has it. The face-off man with his 2nd goal on the year, and Ohio Wesleyan has knocked the door down early in this one.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 7, Noah Sitek.
See it right off the draw, just clamped ahead. Late slide. And he beats Laxinen, timeout called. And the Battling Bishops are fired up on their right end of Langhorse Field.
Timeout Elmhurst.
Take a quick break here on CCIW Network, but don't go anywhere. We've got quite the start here. Battling Bishops lead 3-1.
I have a lot of family support that helps me balance school, the kids, work. A lot of people have said to me, Victoria, I don't know how you do it. It's crazy going back to school now. Why? You already have a company, you're already working. Why would you do that to yourself? I said Elmhurst is a great place to start off, even at my age, to come back to. The MBA program, the price of it is affordable. The location is very convenient. The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to. Once I graduate, it'll get back to normal and it'll be a lot easier, but it's well worth it.
Back here as the Battling Bishops have a 3-1 lead over the Elmhurst Blue Jays here. Luke Jordan with you, Greg Russell, our producer. Two teams projected to win their respective conferences. Ohio Wesleyan, after being first in the NCAC last year, projected first out of 9 teams this year. Denison, who Elmhurst beat, is in second. And I think this Battling Bishops team is really starting to find their tempo. How about Noah Sitek for another good save by Laxinen? Mossman, the freshman defender, with the ground ball here, trying to swing out of a bunch of red jerseys in his face. Will send it across the field for Max Ridenhout. Now Taylor. Quick ball movement here. Eli Spence, the all-time leading scorer at Elmhurst University. On the left hand at the moment, switches back to the right. Shadowed here by Trey Weber. The senior out of Castle Pines, Colorado. 5th straight start for Weber. Now Hoff. Jays taking their time. Hoff starts to turn on the Jets far side. Gives it up for Spence. Now Ferry. Charlie Ferry, backdoor feed, and Taylor could not quick stick it into the back of the mesh. We'll try again, just 23 seconds to shoot now. Hoff, left hand, good save made by the starting netminder for Ohio Wesleyan, who recorded a career-high 10 saves last game. Jason Mosher, first-year starter for Ohio Wesleyan. Goaltending has been a bit of an issue so far for these Bishops. A 43.6 save percentage for Mosher, the starter. They've seen 3 different goalies on this season so far. Looked to have been an illegal screen. Hernandez will settle things down from up top. Spence will be shadowed by likely Trey Weber this entire game. They're not going to let him get an ounce of breathing room. Spence, far side. Swung around the perimeter. Now here's Joe Latore. Latore into the danger zone, bouncing towards and gobbled up by Jason Mosher. The junior from Hilton, New York, will start the clear. Weber making sure he's on sides as he's now over midfield. Off for Ross. Ross sneaking by. Is rocked and the helmet comes off of his head. They have to stop play, and Henry Ross just had his earth shaken, seen here on the replay. When your team is desperate for answers early on, that's the type of momentum-shifting hit you need. And Ross is grimacing on some pain right now. Leading scorer for this Ohio Wesleyan team will be missing a bit of time, but obviously we will be keeping you posted on his well-being. The pulse of this offensive unit for Ohio. Good entry coming here from Hoff. Eli Spence, left hand, fires and scores. Do something right on your defensive end. Churn it into a momentum-swinging goal. And Eli Spence, who else?
Goal for Elmhurst, number 2, Eli Spence.
18th on the season for Spence, one of the nation's best last year. Just watched his former high school teammate, Henry Ross, get rocked. And wanted to let him know this is Blue Jay territory. Vasquez can't clamp it cleanly off the faceoff. Wesleyan controlling the draws so far. It's now 5-1, favoring the Bishops. Fialho, more perimeter movement. Motioning for some help is Altman. Blake Altman stuck on that right hand. Altman off the screen, opens up some space, feeds it to GLE, flipped across the field. Fialho, bouncer body save by Laxinen. And a clean clear. Aiden Gowell from Chicago, Illinois will get over. Swinging back up top is Spence. Just a bounce away from tying this game are the Blue Jays. One last sub coming in, it's Ferry. Now he'll back off, numbers sliding. Good short stick defending by Garrett Smith before he comes off, but he gave Ferry a fight. Latore. Hernandez. Getting bullied in deep. Hunter Hernandez with his usual question mark dodge from the far side. Gives it now up top. And here's Landon Davis. 2 assists last game against Oberlin for Davis. The first assist of his career. He had 3 goals as a freshman last year. Sun swings it around. Latore, a dozen to shoot. Here's Spence, might have a lane. Starts to fake his sidearm, backs back out, falls to a knee. There's only 5 to shoot, and it's dumped into the corner. What a defensive sequence from the battling Bishops, and they'll get the ball back. Will Siegenthaler, numbers crashing in. Here's a shot from Ross back into the game, just misses. And the chase is won by Elmhurst. Ross looking for his second of the game, will not get it there. Ferry. He's got to get over midfield, now he does. Able to avoid the eventual failure. Three coming off here for Elmhurst. It's a 3-on-6 in the meantime, as the numbers file back in. Latori takes near side. Elmhurst getting outshot 8-4 at the moment. Here's number 4, Latori. Circling around for Hoff. Now Taylor. Spence once again. Another Blue Jay taking a lap, trying to score, but they miss. 16 to shoot now, starting from X's Taylor. Here comes the screen from Hoff. No switch. 10 to shoot. Latori looking for an answer. Backed into the corner, 3 to shoot. They are unaware of the time, and that's going to do it. That shot would not have counted. A shot clock violation. The last 2 offensive possessions have been absolutely pestered by Ohio Wesleyan. Turnover by Spence and then a shot clock violation. You can just see the ceiling of this visiting team in red. Siegenthaler, who's got a goal, gives it off for Ross, now up top. Blake Altman, the Oregon native. Ross, Altman again. Henry Ross, who took that very hard hit just a couple of minutes ago, is fearless once again. Gives it out now. Smith to goal line extended. Fed inside, and Smith couldn't get a hold of the pass. Looked to have been interference there, but we'll play on. Altman. Good pressure from Elmhurst. 17 to shoot. Still some time to work for the Bishops, trying to double their lead. Siegenthaler shaking big at the goal line. Feeds it in front, taken away. And the cause turnover falls into the stick of Gabe Henry. Laxinen lofts it ahead. Real good back and forth so far. I really don't know how else you'd want to spend your 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. And Elmhurst will try to spend it tying this game. But what a hit there. It's Weber again. Trey Weber seeming the glue to this defensive unit for the Bishops so far. And with under 4 minutes to play, they've held the Elmhurst Blue Jays with plenty of great offensive options to just 2 goals. And at that, 5 shots total, 4 hitting the frame. Final subs being made. Now Siegenthaler sneaking inside. Up top, Kemp. Max Kemp to the far side. A 360 dodge as falling to the field was Beckstrom. Second leading scorer for this Ohio Wesleyan team last year. The Battling Bishops returned their top 2 scorers, as their best one was Ross. Both as sophomores, now juniors, and they can both return for their senior years. Beckstrom and Ross next year for Ohio Wesleyan. Quite the offensive depth they'll have this year and next year. It's been a while since we've seen an Elmhurst shot, at least on time. There was one at the end of the last possession, but a shot clock violation. Landon Davis from Texas. Screen by Spence. Davis turns and fires off target. Eli Spence will take back in down low. 12 shots in his last 2 games, just 7 points, which 3.5 points per game is very much not his usual pace. Teams have started to slow him down. He's got 32 points in his first 5 games overall in the season. Latore takes a tough hack, backs out, and gives it to Hernandez. And just like that, single-digit seconds to shoot. Fed in front. Taylor ties the game. With just above 100 seconds to go in the first quarter, Elmhurst crawls their way back to even things up at 3.
Elmhurst goal for number 22, Kyle Taylor. Assisted by number 2, Eli Spence.
Well, look at it here. Just running out of time, and Taylor left untouched. You see him, nobody's there on the backside. 5 of the 6 Bishops on that right half of the field. And one of the easier chances that the Dublin, Ohio native will have all season right there, and he makes sure he finishes the play. Another face-off win for Sitek. Popped loose, and Vasquez will take it back in the end. Didn't win the face-off, but won the eventual ground ball. That deemed most important. Nearing that final minute, 3-3 here in the first on a Tuesday afternoon in Elmhurst. How about Davis spinning free? And that chase is won by Elmhurst. Ohio Wesleyan cannot believe it. Davis had the initial shot. Defensive stick got on the top of his head on the stick, which made it go out of play. Now Taylor will try to take advantage. Slow bouncer off speed, ends up wide. And this chase will go to Ohio Wesleyan. Diving effort from Davis won't get the call. All of a sudden, Elmhurst has taken the last 4 shots in this game. They have scored 2 in a row, and we're tied at 3, nearing the final possession. Or perhaps we're in the final possession. Nice job by Weber to get over midfield. I looked down at my notes for a second. What did I miss? Elmhurst has the ball. Hernandez with 5. Hunter Hernandez looking for that backdoor try. Sun was there, but it was cut off in the end by Mosher, and that'll do it. Laxton calls for the fair catch at the end on the other end of the field. What a first we have here at Langhorse Field, and what a high anticipated 3 quarters we have left. 3-3 after 1 here on CCIW Network.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being a concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
Here's the opening whistle on the second quarter. 3-3 at the end of one as we join you back here on CCIW Network. Just about everything between these two teams result even in that first, each having 8 shots, each having 5 of those on goal, as this one will be taken in and charged ahead by Josh Brandt. Each goalkeeper with 2 saves. But the face-offs have been really in favor of Ohio Wesleyan. Here's Fisher's son looking up top, and he gets his world rocked. Hit hard there by Jaden Franzen. Franzen, a long pole. I actually played youth lacrosse with him a very, very long time ago for the Palatine Penguins. He's an Inverness, Illinois native, the neighboring town. It's crazy to see how he has progressed in his career, and here I am announcing for him. Pretty cool. Ferry slips off the check and weaves it just wide. Not a bad look for Charlie Ferry. We talked about his offensive involvement for this Jays team, as they are going to lose the ball. Only 2 points in his last 2 games, but still 12 points. His career high prior was 8, and this is his 6th game of the season. Here's a chance for Ross, and he's got his second. Wesleyan retakes the lead, and Henry Ross, once again, for a 5th straight game, has 2 or more goals in his individual performance.
Ohio
13 on the season
Henry Ross.
for the Washington native.
Number 45, Matt Keeler.
The amount of great West Coast lacrosse players we have in these lineups is insane. Of course, if you follow lacrosse, you know, and if you watch college lacrosse, a lot of the schools are out on the East Coast. You really don't get too many Western ones, but got a couple of solid Oregon natives, Washington natives on these respective teams. Nice little geographical nugget. And then you've got people as local as Will Siegenthaler, who grew up in this very town with the ball on his stick right now. Siegenthaler, quickly to the left hand. Worked across. Now Beckstrom. Wade Beckstrom, not much open. He'll go far side on the wing for Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler breaks free, finds Ross, no-look feed. Now Beckstrom gets to a good angle and scores. Wore the hit and piled it into the back of the net. Ohio Wesleyan, for the 2nd time today, has a 2-goal lead.
For number 36, Wade Beckstrom. Assisted by number 23, Henry Ross.
77 points as a sophomore last season. And Wesleyan is just picking Andrew Laxonen apart at the moment. Laxonen had a slower first half against Oberlin on Saturday before he really activated and propelled the Blue Jays comeback, and they find themselves in a similar suit once again. Violation there by Sitek, so it's going to be a technical win to Tony Vasquez. Question is, how can they answer offensively? Latore comes in late. He's now got it. Joe Latore starting a dodge. Latore trying to increase his angle. Throws it far side Hernandez. Down to X. Here comes Eli Spence trying to turn and shoot. No looks and scoops it in. What a shot from Eli Spence. On a long list of highlight reel plays, that one ranks up there.
Elmhurst goal for number 2, Eli Spence.
How does one even craft that shot?
Assisted by number 43,
You see how
Hunter
off
Hernandez.
guard Jason Mosher appears. I think every one of us up here had the same shocking look on our faces. What a shot from the senior. Another face-off man going early, and this time it was Vasquez. Ohio Wesleyan has won 8 of the first 11 face-offs in this game. For a team that's 1-3, really one of their strongest statistical categories. Noah Sitek has taken a ton of face-offs. Also Simon Hall, their backup guy, 14 for 17. Here's Beckstrom, bouncer going just wide. We knew it would be a good face-off battle, but a little shocked to see how dominant Ohio Wesleyan has truly been. Swim dodge, Siegenthaler, forced back down low. Now it's Beckstrom. Beckstrom to the net, he scores! Given too free of a lane, and Wade Beckstrom will make them pay. 6-4, Wesleyan regains the 2-goal gap.
Wade Beckstrom.
Just cannot be given a talented player like that much room to work with as he sneaks by the freshman Gus Mossman and works his way inside. What do you know, the 2 top scorers from last year and the 2 top scorers this year. Each 2 goals in this game. Henry Ross, Wade Beckstrom, Batman and Robin for the Battling Bishops. Got a hold, and it's going to be Elmhurst ball. Thought they would have called the push, but they caught something. They will discuss things, though. This call still can get overturned. Ward, it seems, and Ohio Wesleyan ball. To be frankly honest with you, I said it could still get overturned. I wasn't expecting it. And the Battling Bishops will get the ball back. Here's Siegenthaler sneaking inside, 7-4, Battling Bishops lead. How about Siegenthaler in his homecoming, already 3 points. They have picked Laxinen apart, 7 goals on 9 shots on frame, and Mark Morrell will use another timeout here. We'll step away real fast on the CCIW network, but don't go anywhere. Got a great 11:03 left in this second.
Fans, thank you for your patience during the construction process here at Lincoln.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being at concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, you know, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
Ohio Wesleyan has scored 4 of the last 5 goals in this game. Do they make it 5 of 6 here? Sci-Tech steaming ahead. Far side, Ross feed in front. Could not connect. It's going to be Elmhurst ball. A rough start to the season for Ohio Wesleyan. Lost by 1 at Grove City. They smoked Adrian College, but then lost to a receiving votes team in Franklin and Marshall, 7-14. Then lost to Roanoke, 11-6. I think they're finding their footing, though, to say the least. Here's Ferry. Pass cut off down low. And once again, Weber able to cause another turnover. That's a bit of a trip there. We've got a flag coming. Hunter Hernandez brought Henry Pinamonti down, and Pinamonti letting him hear it in between the 2 sub boxes. We're going to call a hold. It's the first man-up opportunity for either side in this game, coming at the 9:47 mark of the second. Man-up on the season for Wesleyan, just 2 for 15.
Penalty on Elmhurst, number 43, Hunter Hernandez.
Both man-up units have struggled. 2 strong teams, but 2 weaker man-advantage units. But everything's been going right for the Battling Bishops today, so we'll see if they can find that 3rd man-up goal on the season. Smith. Around it goes once again. Very quick around the perimeter. Now sneaking out. It's eventually finding the stick of Ross. Henry Ross back up top. Altman to the far side. Just very short passes to get things going. And just like that, we're back to even. Wesleyan does not get a shot on in that man up. Everything closed off by Elmhurst. Siegenthaler. 3 points so far for the senior. Now Ross. Henry Ross slips a little bit, regains his footing. Down low with some space. Now it's worked right back up for Garrett Smith. Smith, far side. Siegenthaler backed off by Henry. 15 seconds to get a shot on here for Ohio Wesleyan. Is it Beckstrom? Beckstrom on the left hand. Desperate for a shot. Throws it up top. Dulgeski from up top fires a shot, and it looks like Laxton might have gotten a piece of it. And they're saying reset the shot clock, so he did. If it hits the post, it does not reset. Nice stick check by the short stick Gowell in deep. Foot race for this ground ball. And Mossman cannot win it. As curling out is Tulgestki. Timeout looked to have been called from Mike Planholt, the 16th year head coach. And with that, we will step away real quick once again on the CCIW Network. 7-4, Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. 7-4 lead. Ohio Wesleyan looking for their second win of the season after 2 consecutive losses. And here we go, out of the timeout called by Wesleyan. First one used of this game, it's Beckstrom, he scores! A timeout put to profit, and Beckstrom has his helmet snatched off in the end. The goal will obviously still stand, as the junior from Pennsylvania gives Wesleyan an 8-4 lead. And these BlueJays not trying to suffer their first loss of the season and just their 6th game after what they did last year. Their first loss last year came in their 11th game to an NCAC team in Denison. And they ended up beating this year, but now Ohio Wesleyan, another team from that very conference, is trying to ruin the parade for the BlueJays. 4-goal lead, but still a lot of time to play. We've got 7:59 in the second. Pulled back by Sitek, and he went early. It's been a scrappy battle at the faceoff dot. Another illegal procedure by either Sitek or Vasquez, as they've kind of traded off jumping the gun. I haven't seen too many pure faceoffs. Ohio Wesleyan has won 10, Elmhurst has won 4. A 5-1 second quarter at the moment for Ohio Wesleyan. Hoff trying to have something to say about it. Now Hernandez, who got this game started with a goal. Hernandez spins free. Might have had a backdoor feed open and still a play it safe, put it back up top for Ferry. Eli Spence with pressure sliding. Hoff circling around. 20 seconds to shoot. Now Ferry. Back to X. Taylor. High feed at Spence, left open, and it rings the iron. Jason Mosher might have gotten a piece of it. Now Latori left hand just goes over the crossbar. I did make a mistake earlier, I forgot. Shot that does hit the post resets the shot clock. So I apologize for goofing that up earlier. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Some of you Elmhurst folks know I play lacrosse and still to this day make mistakes. Here Spence couldn't scoop it in once again. That time a backhand try and now a crease violation anyway. Fed to the far side. Ross will work it back up top, and Garrett Smith is saying, everybody calm down. Siegenthaler looks towards his coach, Mike Planholt, and now executes the play. Siegenthaler, left room, fires. Good stick save by Laxinen. Pops up for grabs, and the ground ball from Ohio Wesleyan. Timeout called once again, another smart timeout from Mike Planholt. $5:19 to go, 8-4, Ohio Wesleyan leads here on the CCIW Network. 5:19 left to play. I looked at the stat broadcast, it's a little bit off. 5:19 to go in the second, 8-4, Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. On the road, coming from Delaware, Ohio, Selby Stadium where they play. They'll be back there eventually, but tough tests on the road here for the Battling Bishops. They have Elmhurst today, who they are beating at the moment. Then they'll go and play at York College, number 7 in the nation in Pennsylvania. But they got to get through this battle first, because we've seen the second half Blue Jays a couple of times this season. The game against Lake Forest, where it was really tight with the Foresters. Then they exploded for a 12-6 win. Good save by Laxton as he shuts the door on Beckstrom. And then the Oberlin College comeback on Saturday. Not a clean clear. Gowell tries to scoop. He'll rake it instead. Right near midfield, and it's a dirty one, but the Jays do get over midfield. Gowell was knocked over the midfield line. Good feed for Spence, and it ricochets wide. It's the 14th shot attempt in this game from Eli Spence and the Blue Jays, but only 6 of them reaching the frame. From X Ferry. Now Hernandez. Only Blue Jay with 2 goals in this game is Eli Spence at the moment, who's got it now off the ground ball. Ferry in front. Fisher's son tries to bounce it off the crossbar and in. Just misses. Latore in front. Taylor. Quick stick gobbled up. Jason Mosher playing a nice game at the moment. And this clear intercepted. It's the first clear interrupted by either side, and it turns into a Fisher-Son chance, but a save from Mosher. Both teams were 9 for 9 on the clear up to that point. And Jason Mosher with an incredible standalone save. As the Blue Jays just can't buy one in this second. Have not scored since the 12:27 mark of this quarter, with now under 3 to go. 20 seconds from it being 10 minutes since their last goal. And to make matters worse, they have to fight this offense. The fearless Ross off a check. Tiptoeing on the edge of the crease, looks back up top, intercepted. Here comes Gabe Henry. 6th caused turnover by the Blue Jays today. Spence, here is Hernandez leaping and scoring.
Elmhurst goal for number 43, Hunter Hernandez. Assisted by number 2, Eli Spence.
Play in transition. Henry, the cause turnover. Spence, very fast to find Hernandez. Goes midair and puts it down low. It's about as high to low of a shot as you can get. Spence now has 4 points in this one, after only 7 in his last 2 games. We haven't even played a full half here. Hernandez hungry for more. Shaken back and forth. Really nice defending from Luke Miller. Thrown in front, and Taylor misses a wide open cage. Good setup by Landon Davis. Now Spence with a spin in deep. Spence tries the bottom right, just misses. And this one won by Ohio Wesleyan. Diving effort. Henry Pinamonti. Wade Beckstrom with a hat trick in the first half. We'll send it up top. Nick Sowling to the right side. Just 40 seconds and counting left in this first half. Pass escapes from the stick of Fialho. Altman did slide in to recover. 10 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ross, one-handed on the left hand. Ross nearly had it pried loose. Henry Ross not giving up. Scoops it over, 5 to shoot. Sent up top, intended for Saline, and they're going to run out of time. 10 seconds to try to go the length of the field now for Elmhurst. Ridenauer for Taylor with 4. Looking for Sun, can't connect the pass, and that does it on one half of action. A great half at that, as it's 8-5. Ohio Wesleyan leads the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Blue Jays controlling the shot totals 21-18, but they've only gotten 9 on goal so far. 3-goal game, and we've got the third quarter coming next. After a 10-minute halftime break, it is 2 premier teams, Elmhurst and Ohio Wesleyan, when we return for the second half.
I'm Eric Sanders, Director of the Masters in Project Management program here at Elmhurst University. The ideal student for a Masters in Project Management is someone with 3 to 10 years of experience who wants to learn how to lead work that has a beginning and an end. So it's not like a regular management job where you're managing continuously. You have a fixed beginning and a fixed end, and project management degree will help you learn how to be successful doing that. You're going to learn the theory behind project management, and you're going to learn how to do the work. The adage in project management is plan the work and then work the plan. You learn how to do that, and especially learn how to manage people and get work done through people. We're equal parts about managing the work and managing the people. Both are critical to success as a project manager, and we want to make sure that you do that. We offer our program in what we call the Elmhurst University Flex Mode. So our students are either in the class or maybe they're already a project manager and they need to be off-site for a week or 2 because of whatever work is happening. They don't have to miss class. Still on the night that their class is offered, they just dial in remotely from wherever they are. We offer an optional PMP exam prep class. So far, we have a 100% success rate for students who have completed that class in taking PMI's PMP exam to be certified as a professional in project management. Another unique part of the Masters in Project Management program is that we use a cohort model. Students come in and they work with that cohort throughout the program, and that provides them with a network and also with a support structure that will help them succeed through their studies. All of our instructors in project management are experienced project managers, most with 20 years or more of experience. They've been there, done that, and understand how work is done, and they understand how to teach it, and they're excited about teaching it to new people. You may be asking yourself, I already have a PMP certification. Do I need a master's degree? The short answer is yes. The PMP certification shows that you're good at what you do. The master's degree will show that you're better at what you do, and also will show that you're good at managing people as well as managing the work. That's going to make you a better project manager, and it'll also make you more attractive to employers. If you're interested in project management but not sure that you want a master's degree, we offer a certificate in project management that is essentially the first 4 courses in the master's degree program. That gives you a really good sense of what project management is and gives you a document that you can use to verify that with an employer. Also, those first 4 classes do count towards a master's degree. So many of our students who enroll in the certificate program decide, I really like this, and go on and complete the master's degree afterwards. My advice to someone looking to get an advanced degree is to commit to focusing on your self-development. It's going to take time and energy and effort, especially if you're working full-time, but it's possible. Commit to the time and commit to improving yourself, and you'll succeed.
PUMA STEM stands for the Promotion of Underrepresented Minorities in Academic STEM. It's an alliance of 7 liberal arts colleges in the Chicago area and the College of DuPage. It really helps build the foundation of skills needed as a scientist. We work on networking, we work on presentation, we work on interacting with the community. We provide skills with how to do basic research, what kind of basic research is available. And in the process of helping these students get STEM degrees, we're not just helping them achieve their educational goals, we're also helping advance the scientific fields that they study.
I worked on testing lithium-ion batteries with the focus on electric vehicles. Being a physics major, someone like me didn't really know what you can do with that major. I didn't know that you can go out and work on something like batteries and do research there and be able to see how they work and how you can improve them.
I'm working on research for C. diff within a long-term care facility. I didn't know how math was applicable in the real world. We see it in a healthcare setting, and math is extremely important in order to help save lives.
My research specifically was studying the ecology of the common snapper turtles. I thought it was it'd be a good opportunity to kind of get out there and do some research, which is kind of what I wanted to do. And I also thought it'd just be cool.
It's not overwhelming. You have other people to guide you and help you along the way, as well as you can get a glimpse of what school later on or work that you may want to do later on.
This research paved the way for me to consider grad school.
Through PUMA STEM, I'm able to travel and show other people my research. Maybe they can then take my research and expand on it as well.
The coolest thing about PUMA STEM to me is seeing that it's not just old white guys doing research. It's women, people of color. It's cool to see we're here too.
Hi, my name is Krista Paunan. I'm the Program Director for the Doctorate of Nursing Practice here at Elmhurst University. Getting an advanced degree opens so many doors, whether that be in formal management roles, faculty, or being at the bedside, leading projects to improve patient outcomes. Our DNP program is for students who are ready to become the bridge between the gap that can sometimes exist between research and practice. They will come to the table with a systems-based project that they will then work throughout their 7 semesters with us. Our program is a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous experiences. Students will work closely with your faculty and your cohort of students. These students will come from a variety of settings and bring with them different experiences. And then that will create a richer dialogue that you'll have during your synchronous time, so you can really understand the concepts, apply them, and then see how you can then use them in your project to help your system advance. Our DNP program does have clinical that's weaved throughout the program. It begins in your first semester, and you start to work with not only your preceptor, but a faculty mentor and the faculty within your course. So you're provided support from all 3 resources as you navigate your journey. Our programs were created with the busy nurse in mind. The faculty at Elmhurst take a vested interest in your success. We are here to walk alongside you as you navigate this journey. We have a variety of experiences we can bring to the classroom and provide a true richness in our discussion and application of the concepts. And we want you to be successful. We want you to walk across that stage. Anyone who's thinking, is it the right time to go back to school? They may never have the right answer for that question. The good news is it's never the wrong time to invest in yourself. It's never the wrong time to take a leap, to do something that challenges you, that will help you grow.
Welcome back from the half here. We're just 80 seconds from second half action. 8-5, Ohio Wesleyan leading the Elmhurst Blue Jays at the moment. But if you know this Jays program, especially this season, you can't count them out. I mean, a team that was down 6-2 at the half against Oberlin College on Saturday had a 7-0 second half and escaped with a 9-6 victory. And we're seeing some offensive flashes as we'll take a quick look at them. Eli Spence, Hunter Hernandez, they have made some nice plays throughout this game. And how about this one from Spence? He just scoops it. I mean, still one of the most crafty goals I have ever seen playing or watching or broadcasting lacrosse. And then how about this transition play? Gabe Henry getting something done on the offensive end, was able to feed ahead. Spence, Hernandez, goal. Can they get more of that in this second half? Jays down by 3. It'll all start from the face-off dot. Tony Vasquez and Noah Sitek. Sitek on the Ohio Wesleyan end. Third-team NCAC selection in 2023. The all-tournament team in 2025. Both of these face-off guys over 68% on the season entering today. And we've got a hold. It's going to be Elmhurst ball. An opening possession goal would really light a spark for these Blue Jays. Hunter Hernandez wants it pretty bad, if you can't tell. Trying to dodge off of Miller, but it won't come easy, and they'll have to reset. 21 shots in that first half for Elmhurst, but just 9 on goal and 5 in the back of the net. Jason Mosher with 4 saves. Hoff. Now Ferry right side. Switches hands. Right hand fire is saved by Mosher. 14 stops 14. Smith over midfield. Ohio Wesleyan looking to get in the win column for the first time in this month. Their last win, February 24th against Adrian, have since suffered 2 losses in a row to 2 solid programs, Franklin and Marshall as well as Roanoke. Here's Siegenthaler, fed in front and left wide open is Smith. Garrett Smith finds his first point of this one.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 17, Garrett Smith. Assisted by number 5, Will Siegenthaler.
The first goal looming crucial to open up this second half, but as we mentioned before, Elmhurst already a comeback this season from a 4-goal deficit. They'll be tasked with trying to do it once again. Got a flag on the play. And it's going to be on Elmhurst. Something behind the play. Or should I say in front of it. It was on the near side as Oscar Clark did something undisciplinary. Question is, how many minutes will they put this one down for? Mark Morrell, the head coach, talking to Clark right now. Still no ruling given up front. Got to see the scores table down there. Palms up saying, can we get the call? Here it is. Greg, I'm curious if you could have heard that. 3 minutes? Is that real? he must have, I think he's out of the game. Clark looks to be out of this game. He just got subbed out of the penalty area. So they have it down as a 1 minute in the score sheet. One way or another, it's unreleasable. But I guess we'll kind of figure it out as it goes. So this Ohio Wesleyan team with 2 man-up goals all season entering this game, a chance to find a third here. They're very quick with the ball movement. On that first man-up opportunity they had today, they did not get a shot off. With a whole minute at least, going to be likely to get a good look. Elmhurst defense moving on a string. Altman thought about it, weaves back up top. Altman inside, and Beckstrom will put it back. Good skip pass. Siegenthaler rings the crossbar. Tulgeski was able to recover. Now it's a ground ball battled in the Elmhurst end zone. Laxonen out of his crease has the ground ball. Yeah. So we do confirm that Clark is out of the game. It's a bad throwaway there. Butt ended him. There you go. Thanks, Greg Russell, our producer and rules analyst, it appears, was able to catch that. I was wondering what that signal was. I kind of thought it was butt ending, but I wasn't sure. And now we get that confirmation. Mark Morrell pumping his fist. Elmhurst does have the ball back. All pried loose at the 50. Ground ball, Pinamonti. Henry Pinamonti will go far side. Ross once again with the ball on his stick, throws it up top for Beckstrom. Tulgeski. Around the horn they go again. Beckstrom now tries to strike the top corner. Laxonen got a piece of it. And a timeout called by Mark Morrell. We'll keep you here. 10:44 to go. Oh, we are going to go to break. Okay, sounds good. All right, 9-5 Ohio Wesleyan leads on CCIW Network.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have a really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being a concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
Forgive the lack of chemistry there between me and Greg Rosel. We actually took that chance to talk about what all happened. Clark got a 3-minute butt ending call. And I've played lacrosse. I played lacrosse for, probably 7 years. Been calling it a couple of years now. I've never seen a 3-minute. So it's unreleasable, just like a 2-minute would be. And Fisher's son has to serve it, so still more time to attack here. Fed across, now a chance to Geske, looks top corner. Good save, Laxinen. A huge ground ball up at stake. And Laxinen has it. They go out towards midfield, and that was a costly play. And now a tripping. Or at least so we thought. Looks like Weber might have drawn a flag. Instead now, it's Elmhurst ball. What a huge kill for Elmhurst. A 3-minute man up for Ohio Wesleyan, and they could not capitalize. When you look at the psychological game of hockey, when you kill off a huge penalty kill, you can always turn it into some momentum, and it feels like just from the vibration of the Elmhurst bench that they might have that in their hands right now. Hernandez has been well defended today. Even the short stick's not giving him a lot of room. Now Ferry. He'll back up. Could be isolation. Off to the left hand. And he'll back off. Latore will spread things out. Only 15 to shoot now. Taylor trying to scoop it up. And it pops right into the stick of Pinamonti. He's had a nice transition game today as he'll play it ahead. Beckstrom. Got the long pole Luca DiCarlo in action here. He has not come off. They're keeping DiCarlo in the action. Well, at least for the time being. Now he's starting to shift up top. And they'll use him for a long pole screen. It works as Ferry gets knocked over. It's a nice little crafty setup by the head coach, Mike Planholt. 16th year with this Ohio Wesleyan organization. Fed to the far side, it's Smith, he scores. Battling Bishops into double digits, but an injured player on the play.
Ohio Wesleyan
looks
goal
to
for number
just
17,
be cramping.
Smith.
And Siegenthaler helped up, he's good.
Siegenthaler.
Yeah, you see him on that play just kind of go, that's a cramp if I've ever seen one. Those are not fun. And they will bring him out just for the time being. Get some stretching, some water. While getting some advice from this coaching staff from Ohio Wesleyan, named the IMLCA Region 5 Coaching Staff of the Year last year. Mike Planholt and the assistant coaches, Doug Gorski, Hop Hopkins, Justin Inacio. Elmhurst will get the ball. But the offense has been radio silent. No goals nearing the halfway point of this third quarter. Nice move, Davis. Down to X Hernandez. Here goes Spence, darting towards goal, rings the iron. Shot clock resets. But the chase is won by Trey Weber, the long pole. I don't think in my first 3 quarters of calling any lacrosse game I've called Trey Weber's name as much as any D-pole. He has been all over the defensive side of things. He wins a huge chase. Freight train, Blake Altman, as he wears off the check. It's the largest deficit Elmhurst has faced this entire season. 10-5, they're down to Ohio Wesleyan. Siegenthaler Feeds for Ross. Good save by the body of Laxinen. They look for the backdoor feed, cut off by Laxinen. And it's going to be an interference call on Ridenow. He just absolutely mauled Henry Ross, but Ross never got the pass, so that's why they're going to get the ball back here. This is a rough move to make. And Siegenthaler, he's got a wide open lane to the net and capitalizes.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 5, Will Siegenthaler.
.557 left, 11-5. Ohio Wesleyan has put on 11 goals on 17 shots on goal. And it's another face-off violation by Elmhurst. Siegenthaler. Far side, Ross snares it down. Into the danger zone, it is Fialho. Wow. Ohio Wesleyan putting on a statement performance right now.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 25, Carson Fialho, assisted by number 23, Henry Ross.
Mark Morrell running out of timeouts, but he'll try to use one here. As the Blue Jays find themselves down by a touchdown and extra point, a position that they are not in often. We'll be back on CCIW Network after this break.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have a really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being at concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about
Ohio Wesleyan has scored 4 straight goals. They've scored 7 of the last 8 in this game. I don't think they're finished. Sitek in front. They find another. It's Fialho, but hold on. What happened there? So a whistle looked to have interrupted play is what we're hearing from up here. Yeah, blew the whistle. Accidental whistle. Elmhurst catching a major break. As they've got to count their blessings and try to get back into this game. Siegenthaler to the cage, left open again, and he goes bar down. Ball does not lie. They score anyway, 13-5.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 5, Will Siegenthaler.
Just seeing from those 45-degree angles to the net how much open space there is. The lanes have been wide open. And this is more the Ohio Wesleyan team that the nation was expecting. Losing 3 of their first 4, they have got down and dirty in this one, have an 8-goal lead. And taken complete control as they seek their first away win of the season against an Elmhurst team, the one unbeaten team left in their respective conference. Just could not take this team lightly. Siegenthaler goes up top. Siegenthaler is red hot. Looking to shoot again, maybe. Just gives it off to Ross instead. They're going to spread the love. Ross. Good feed by Smith. Siegenthaler once again is rocked. Misses the target. Will Siegenthaler, 2 of the last 3 goals for Ohio Wesleyan. He's now got 4 goals, 3 assists in this game. A 7-point performance for the senior, who came into this game with 7 points on the season. Ross, good stick work in front by Elmhurst. And the ground ball scooped up by Zane Crumity. Ross gives a hard hack, and Ross lost his stick over midfield. He cannot reach for it. Spence. Now for Crumity. More pressure coming. And in the background, you can see Wade Beckstrom. He's digging the stick over midfield, and now Ross can grab it. That is quite interesting, but they're able to get Ross with his weapon back in his hands. Ross with 2 goals and an assist in this one. Meanwhile, Elmhurst just cannot find any lanes at the moment. It's Ferry. Off to the right hand. Spence bouncing towards as it ends up missing. DeCarlo. Nice spin dodge. Good defensive effort by Ferry. Jays just need some sort of jolt. A charge before the end of this third. Down 8. It's been a fairly consistent offense for the most part. They've scored 10 or more goals in 4 of the 5 games this season. Their most recent game was that scare against Oberlin where they had just 2 in the first half. Were able to find 7 in the second. (17, 11, 15, 12) in their first 4 games offensively, but they have been slowed down, and it doesn't help when you play this relentless defensive unit. Worked over midfield by Franzen. Jaden Franzen, one of 2 St. Viator kids on this team for Ohio Wesleyan. St. Viator from the Arlington Heights area, not too far from here. Jack Hartman, the backup goalkeeper, is the other. And St. Viator just won the Illinois High School Hockey State Championship here in Illinois. They beat New Trier. Taylor. Eli Spence. Solid game for Spence, but nothing going for this offense in the second half. They have now nearly played 14 minutes in the third, and still the Blue Jays without a goal, getting outscored 5-0 in this third quarter. It was 5-2 Ohio Wesleyan in the second after a 3-3 tie at the end of the first. Here's Davis. Off to the left, really wants a shot. He'll take it now and miss. Does stay Blue Jay ball. Eli Spence is down below the goal line. 111 points as a junior. Last year, he strikes here. You see the emphatic fist pump. He knows this game is not over. But you need more of that.
Elmhurst goal for number 2, Eli Spence.
Also need some face-off wins, as it's been the Battling Bishops controlling that category 13-8. And Vasquez jumps. Just an off day for an All-American honorable mention last year. Saline is waiting. Gowell is watching his every move. They've got to get inside the offensive corridor. And now they do. Wade Beckstrom takes it in low. He's got a hat trick going today for the Bishops. Fed now for Smith, misses the target. Just 6 seconds left now in the third. They'll get one last try. Saline backing up. Has to get into the corner. Now he gets the whistle. Gotta move fast. Altman flips it across, trying to beat the buzzer. Is Ross, and he does! Officially ruled a good goal. And Ohio Wesleyan trying to snatch any hope still left on the Elmhurst sideline.
Ohio Wesleyan goal for number 23, Henry Ross. Assisted by number 42, Blake Altman.
What a game for Henry Ross. He took an earth-crushing hit earlier on in this game. Had to come out for some time, came back in, and now he's got a hat trick. A goal a quarter for the junior. We'll step away as we wait for the fourth here on CCIW Network. It's 14-6. Ohio Wesleyan with a shocking 8-goal lead.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have a really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being a concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
15 minutes left up on the board, and in that time span, Elmhurst will need 8 goals, and they'll try to hold Ohio Wesleyan to nothing. If they want a chance, a change at the face-off dot, by the way. That's Harry Moriarty taking it, but he cannot win it. Moriarty's been in there a couple of times now. That was his 3rd try. He has not won one against the very stout Noah Sitek. Will be some lengthy possessions you'll see from Wesleyan in this 4th. Good feed in front now. Smith pulling the trigger pretty quickly, and he ends up giving it away on a save from Laxinen. And with your team up 8, just considering the time left in this game, if you can just chew as much clock as you can, not really giving a chance to Elmhurst. Here's the senior midfielder, Brandt. What can get brewing offensively here for the Blue Jays? Taylor. He's got one of the 6 goals today. So does Hernandez with the ball in his stick. Hernandez with 2, Spence with 3. So only 3 different goal scorers for the Blue Jays today. Spence. Or sorry, that's Hernandez. Getting free, and that shot fluttered in the air. But a flag flies. So Elmhurst will get the man up. Hernandez might have gotten a portion of his helmet tap there. Just enough for a flag. Just 3 for 24 on the man up this season. Both of these units not exactly pretty. But now Luke Miller, one of the better defenders on this Wesleyan team, will have to sit. So it is a 1-minute call on Miller. Cross-check ends up the call. At least that's what they have in here. And we have to pause play. Fixing up the clock here. Seems like we might have had a slight shot clock malfunction. Back underway. It's good at 60. Fisher's son. Worked around. It's Ferry. Now Spence. Ferry tries a shot. And what a save. Through not exactly a great lane to see it for Jason Mosher. Does stay Elmhurst's ball. Under 30 seconds left on the man up. A 1-minute cross check. An assessment to Miller. Son for Spence. Ferry open again, but could not get a quick shot off as the pass was too high. Taylor for Ferry. He's got a lane. Gives it up to Spence. Son inside. Hernandez is rocked. What a hit by Jaden Franzen. And that's why I played on Jaden's team, not against him. Growing up. And a bad giveaway by Ohio Wesleyan in the offensive end. Hernandez trying to get his head back into the game. He's the one who just took that hard hit. You don't see him getting thrown around too often either. Davis, nice separation. But a good slide there from Matt Keeler. Davis just fires and scores. Chucks something towards the net and it cashes. Still a 7-goal game, but the first goal of the fourth arrives for the Blue Jays.
Elmhurst goal for number 28, Landon Davis.
It's his first goal of the season. Three points in his freshman year. He's now got 3 in his sophomore year. Push on Ohio Wesleyan. Lattori motioning some men in front. Now sends it down low. Can Spence get activated in the second half as he freight trains through? He wants a shot, feeds backside, and they score. Thought for a second that Musher might have gotten a piece of it. Great effort nonetheless, but
Elmhurst goal for number 22,
tough there to
Kyle
try to beat Taylor moving from post to post.
Assisted by number 2, Eli Spence.
Spence grabs his 6th point of the game. He's got 3 goals, 3 helpers. And you see the effort there from Musher. Not far off from picking off that shot. Musher's allowed 8. He stopped 6. Still not exactly a bad game for him. What teams have learned is if you can just get a bunch of shots on this Ohio Wesleyan team, some will fall through. And Elmhurst has done that. They put on 30 shots, but only 14 on frame. So they've just had an off day in accuracy. Hernandez. He's getting accurate now. Don't blink. It's a 5-goal game with just a tick under 10 minutes to go.
Elmhurst goal for number 43,
for
Hunter
the Wesleyan
Hernandez.
end. Mike Planholt still has 2 timeouts. And he's going to use one here.
Timeout, Ohio Wesleyan.
We'll step away real quick, but this game is far from finished if you can't tell. 14-9, Ohio Wesleyan with the lead. Five-goal game. Just under 10 minutes to play. If you're just joining us, it has been all Ohio Wesleyan. A stretch of 5 goals in a row in the third, just really taken over from the start of that second, after these two teams were originally tied after 15 minutes. Vasquez had his stick taken away there, and it's another face-off win for SciTech and the Battling Bishops. And face-offs will be a crucial priority for Mark Morrell and his Elmhurst crew. Because otherwise, if you can't win them, you've got this squad on the other side that will take as much time as they'd like, or as the shot clock permits them, with now 56 and ticking. But it is time to kill, and Smith backs off. Smith goes to X. Would have to imagine Beckstrom and crew will only take a shot if given the perfect look, but that is not how you planned it. Thrown off the side of the net. Not exactly a quick possession, but quicker than they would have liked, and now Elmhurst will try to clear. 17 for 19 on the clear in this game. Ohio Wesleyan 17 for 18. Both teams were successful on their first 9 before one was finally interrupted. Hernandez. Can he catch on some fire? Might have a lane to the net. Hernandez bodied off. Good defending. Luke Miller once again with some really good one-on-one D. Can they bring that down low to Spence? Spence draws the switch. 2 slide to his name. Now he's just got the isolation with the short stick. Spence has a lane to shoot. Bounces it and it's stopped. Shot clock's resets. Body contact in deep. Ferry's knocked over. Elmhurst wants a push. And it is Ohio Wesleyan ball. Smith will slow things down this time. A prolific program starting to get their stride for Ohio Wesleyan. Started their season 1-3, but this would be their biggest win, their most statement win for some time, unless they go up to number 7 York and beat them this upcoming weekend. Nice move by Siegenthaler. Skip pass, Altman, bouncer, save, Laxinen. This chase is crucial, and it is won by Beckstrom. Talk about the success of this program. Good interception by Laxinen. Ohio Wesleyan, 4-time Final Four, or 9-time Final Four. They've made it to the title game 4 times, but they've never won. And then 26 NCAC championships. They have been the king of that conference for a long time. We'll see how Denison fares off with them. And look at that collision in front. Ferry alongside reinforcement. Just too much contact, and ball is back into the sticks of Ohio. Wesleyan held without a goal in this 4th so far. And it's Blake Altman trying to change that. For Ross, left space. And Laxinen once again. Distributes the clear to the 40-yard line where Taylor takes it ahead. Here's Hernandez. Circling around, Hunter Hernandez just wide, big chase, and it is Elmhurst ball. Good try by Franzen, just beaten by a step by Spence. You feel that you need one on this possession. Could Spence deliver it? He delivers a pass to Hernandez. What a save by Jason Mosher. I know we've still got 5:43 and counting, but that does feel like the vibe killer It could be another minute to kill off here, and Ohio Wesleyan, clearly the game plan for Mike Plantholt. Plantholt's 16th year here. He formerly coached at Randolph-Macon. And of course, if you're a general Elmhurst sports fan, you remember that name with agony. Randolph-Macon, the team that knocked off the Elmhurst BlueJays men's basketball team in the D3 National Championship in 2022. When Elmhurst went on that miracle run. They were so close to making the tournament in men's basketball this season. They led Illinois Wesleyan at the half in the conference championship game and just did not get an at-large bid after costing it. Still Wesleyan ball, 15 seconds left to kill. Ross. Siegenthaler up top. Altman scores. First one of this quarter for Ohio Wesleyan, and that should be the cherry on top. Just about impossible to come back at this point. Down 6, 4.5.
Ohio Wesleyan
just about to go.
Number 42, Blake Altman.
And for Ohio Wesleyan, their first win away from Delaware, Ohio this season. Before they eventually get into NCAC play. I can see why they're projected first now. DeCarlo for Beckstrom. And he'll play keep away. Flag flies as well. It'll be a man upcoming. What a performance from the Bishops today. A 5-2 second, a 6-1 third. Simply the difference here. Altman is stalling. Now shakes free with 20 to shoot. That flag still laying on the turf. Will be a man up once this possession ends. They'll go for a last second shot. Siegenthaler. Beckstrom. And they won't get one off in time. Man up coming with 3:16 to go. Elmhurst will have another tough opponent on Saturday in Hope College from Michigan. Hope beat Lake Forest by 3. Elmhurst beat Lake Forest by 6, so should be a tight matchup here at Langhorst on a Saturday afternoon. Unfortunately, a very cold Saturday. It's the coldest day of the week. Something about these Elmhurst games and finding the coldest day of the week. Of course, this game coming a day after 72 degrees in Chicagoland. Darn shame for these players they didn't play it then. I feel like as a former lacrosse player, though, you do come to appreciate these cold weather games because when it gets hot and all that gear, it gets too hot at times, especially when you're playing at some of the workload of these players. Back to even. All goals have been even strength today for Ohio Wesleyan, and they find another sprinting right through Wade Beckstrom. 2 Bishops with 4 goals, him and
Ohio Wesleyan
Siegenthaler.
goal for number 36, Wade Beckstrom.
Nice awareness of the shot clock, just gets inside, avoids the check. How about this offense today? It's one of the first face-offs we've had in a while without a violation from one of the two. Saitek. Now for DeCarlo. Long pull wants a goal. He almost has it. Just can't get the shot off. Ground ball taken by Henry. Bounced ahead for Spence, who's collided with. We've got dominoes falling all over. Even in the midst of that sentence, another one falls. Now Fisher's son, the 6'5" attackman. Elmhurst just playing for pride at this point, at least trying to get to that 10-goal mark. Not far off there. Ferry will have the chase in deep. Hope College here at home, and then an Ohio road trip. Worcester, one of those two teams, a familiar foe in the NCAC for Ohio Wesleyan, has another turnover by Elmhurst. That's their 10th turnover of the game. Ohio Wesleyan turned it over 17 times. But interestingly enough, still piled on 16 goals and will come away with the win. DCIW play begins in April for the Jays, so still some time before we get there. Their opener is against Carroll. That'll be here on the 4th. So still plenty of non-conference tests await. Ohio Wesleyan starts NCAC play in late March, just a little bit earlier. A couple more teams to play. They play 8 conference games compared to just the 4 that Elmhurst plays. Or what will be... Yeah, no, it's 4. 5. Augustana canceled their season last year, but they're back. That'll do it. Ohio Wesleyan, a statement win, 16-9. They come into town in Elmhurst and earn their 2nd win of the season. Just a well-played overall crew. Mike Planholt, the head coach, got to have a smile after that one, after achieving his 203rd career win. And Ohio Wesleyan in the 2nd meeting against Elmhurst still remains unbeaten all time. No bell will be rung today on the home turf of the Elmhurst Blue Jays, but as we mentioned once again, tune in Saturday. That is going to be a fun tilt and hopefully a way to get back into stride for the Blue Jays, who host the Hope Flying Dutchman from Holland, Michigan, 1 p.m. on Saturday. Quick thanks to Greg Russell, our producer here on Suncom TV. My name is Luke Jordan, signing off on a final score, Ohio Wesleyan with a 16-9 win over your Elmhurst Blue Jays. Have a great rest of your have a great rest of your week, and we will see you Saturday